In my last video, we talked a little bit about the lesser and supreme rituals of the hexagram and just conceptually what they're about. And we talked a little bit about the differences between the Golden Dawn and Thelemic versions. Today I thought I'd put the books down for once and give you a full demonstration of a lesser invoking ritual of the hexagram, followed by the Golden Dawn version of the analysis of the keyword. As we saw last week, in order to banish, you do exactly the same thing as what I'm going to show you right now, in the same directions and in the same order, only instead of drawing the triangles clockwise, you draw them counterclockwise, so very easy. Now, I've mirrored the video so that you can follow along while watching if you wish. And for those of you who've seen my live demonstration of the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the pentagram, please don't tell the others that the direction I'm really facing is north. It's definitely the east, and that's the direction you should be facing towards the east. And just as last time with the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the pentagram, I've left my robes in the closet and my altar in my room so as not to give you the impression that you need anything more than just yourself for these rituals. Of course, if you have robes and an altar, and even a lotus wand or a sword, this is a really nice opportunity for you to put them to use. So we're going to start off by walking around the left-hand side of our real or virtual altar, and we're going to find ourselves facing the east. And we're going to start off at the top because it's Saturday. We're invoking Saturn, and I'm using the sword mudra here. You can use your lotus wand if you have one. So from the top we go down to the right, to the left, and back up to the top. And the second triangle, we're starting more or less in the center of that first triangle at the point of Luna, of the moon, right? And back up to the top. And we're doing this in a clockwise direction because we're invoking. It's the beginning. We're invoking the planetary entities and energies. And then we're going to pierce the center and call Ararita. It's a little bit easier in the ritual of the hexagram because it's the same divine name in all four corners. We're then going to take that sword mudra over to the south, and we're going to make the hexagram of Earth, once again starting at the top at the point of Saturn and clockwise over here, and then at the very bottom at the point of Luna. The hexagram of Earth looks very much like the Star of David, and we're going to pierce the center once again, Ararita. We're going to take that over to the west, and we're going to make the hexagram of air. Now the hexagram of air is two separate triangles. We're going to start with the top one at the point of Saturn once again. We're going to go to about shoulder level and then back up to Saturn, and then right at the bottom at the point of Luna we're going to go back up to shoulder level where the first triangle ended, and we're going to perform that second inverted triangle, once again piercing the center, Ararita, and then moving over to the north. In the north, we're going to make the hexagram of water. Now, the hexagram of water is interesting because we're going to make the bottom triangle first, because the upright triangle is the permanent one, the one that starts with the point of Saturn. So at around shoulder level, we're going to go down to the right, over to the left, and back up to around shoulder level, and then up to the left, over to the right, and back down to shoulder level to finish at the point of Luna. And we're going to pierce that in the center and call the name Ararita before completing the circle, just like in the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the pentagram. So now that the Lesser Invoking Ritual of the hexagram is completed, we perform the analysis of the keyword. We're going to do the Golden Dawn version of the analysis of the keyword. Please remember that if you're following the Thelemic version, there are slight differences, and it happens before the invoking ritual as well as after the invoking ritual. So that's in Thelema. In the Golden Dawn version, we do it just at the end. INRI. Yod, Nun, Resh, Yod. The sign of Osiris slain. El. The sign of the morning of Isis. V. The sign of Typhon and Apophis. X. The sign of Osiris risen. L. V. X. Lux. The light of the cross. Virgo. Isis. Mighty Mother. Scorpio. Apophis. Destroyer. Sol. Osiris. Slain and risen. Isis. Apophis. Osiris. Iao. Exarp. Koma. Nanta. Bitom. Let the divine light descend. So at this point you can perform your supreme invoking ritual of the hexagram, which we discussed in the last video. Just an earth hexagram of that planet in the direction of that planet, wherever it is in the sky right now. There are some great mobile apps that can help you with that I'll link down in the description. Do check out that previous video for more details on the supreme rituals of the hexagram, but it's actually super simple compared to the lesser ritual that I just demonstrated. Alternatively, just wait a little bit longer and find out about the even simpler and more straightforward heptagram ritual, which I've promised to talk about very soon. Once you've done what you needed to do with the planetary entity, you can perform your lesser banishing ritual of the hexagram. So as I mentioned earlier, it's all the same steps in the same directions, only with counterclockwise triangles every time. So if you're starting at the top, you go down towards the left instead of down towards the right. And if you're starting at the bottom, you go up towards the right instead of towards the left. And you finish in the same way with the analysis of the keyword. I hope that helps, that you found some use in the video. Please do remember that I survive entirely on the goodwill of viewers like you. YouTube membership and Patreon members get access to the Foolish Fish server, where they get access to a repository of around 300 channels, each on a different topic, where they can ask focused questions and help each other out on practice and theory related topics. Also, if you'd like to make a one-off donation to buy me a cup of coffee, for example, I have a PayPal account that's linked down in the comments. A huge thank you to every member out there supporting me and my channel, especially to Caitlin Kopok and David Venturini, our 2 level infinity Lux Eterna members. And of course you can see all the level 3 Magister Venerabilis members scrolling up there on the side. A tremendous thank you to you. But really, regardless of the level, 1, 2, 3 and infinity, I want to tell you just how much it means to me that you would care enough about my silly little channel here to even send a single penny in my direction to keep it all going. Let alone $2, let alone even more for many of you. I'm really deeply touched. Thank you all so much. Do leave a like, do subscribe if you haven't done so already. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you very soon with another video.